What is going on, my people, my beautiful people? It's Vic, the philosopher, once again here in uh, YouTube. I'm sipping on some green tea, and I put a tablespoon and a half sometimes of honey. Now, today I want to talk about something pretty important, and that is opening your pineal gland. It is very important for intuition, for manifesting, for doing all of those things that make you who you are, who you really are, right? So basically, it is very important. There's a couple things I want to talk about. The first one is eating alkalining food that is alkaline naturally. Now, there's a lot of different sources out there that talk about things like organic spinach, organic kale, wheatgrass, chlorella, taking foods that are rich in chlorella, or taking an organic natural chlorella powder, which is what I do. I also juice a lot of alkaline foods, such as I make an incredible juice, that I took this morning, and every time I take it, I feel really refreshed. It's got celery, lemon, green apple, and a whole cucumber. Once I take that, I'm pretty much hydrated. And so you want to avoid acidic foods. Tomato is an acidic food. Things like coffee is pretty acidic. And you want to eat alkalining foods that are alive, are going to give you that energy. Fruits and veggies are a great source. Don't eat a lot of those red meats, things like that, basically. And another thing that it talks that some of my resources were able to discuss is sun gazing. All right, sun gazing is really important. That is when you go and bathe in the sun, sun showering. It is, being out in the sun. What I like to do is I like to take my shirt off. I like to wear shorts, and I like to kind of jog around the track when the sun is out, and I get a crazy energy boost. After that, I feel high. I feel high from the sun. It's a natural high. It makes your body release. I can't remember if it's melatonin or serotonin, but basically it gives you your body releases that naturally when you sunbathe, and you're able to have a way better sleep at night, which I actually have proven that too. I have the craziest dreams when I do that, when I sunbathe. Like I said, I like to do my exercise outside, and I take my clothing off, because remember, clothing was man-made. Our skin is supposed to be touched by the sun. Our hair is supposed to be, we're not supposed to be wearing hats. We're not supposed to be wearing sunglasses. You're supposed to be out in nature. The other thing I wanted to talk about is one thing that I actually have noticed in my own self is when you wake up in the morning, before you brush your teeth, you want to make sure you oil pull. So that is basically, from what I understand from it, is grabbing a teaspoon of organic, raw, unfiltered coconut oil, put it in your mouth, and use it as a mouthwash. All right, and then you're gonna spit that. You try to rinse your mouth with it for, I don't know, like a minute, maybe less than that, however long you can. Spit that out. It'll release all that bacteria in your mouth. And then I've bought tongue cleaners. I forgot what they're called, but it's like this metal thing. It's almost like a spoon, but not really. And you clean your tongue with it, a tongue scraper. It's a tongue scraper, and it's basically that will take out a lot of the bacteria that's in your mouth. And I have actually found that kind of wakes me up. It's like a morning coffee. It's like a morning boost. It wakes me up because you're taking off all that. I mean, you got to really think about it. Your body, physical body, was laying down for 8 hours. And, you brush your teeth, but brushing your mouth can only clean so much. Just think about when you wash your car tires, you always miss a few little spots the first time, right? It's the same with your mouth. You're eating food all day long, and you're putting, especially if you're putting nasty food in there, meats and stuff like that, heavy food, you're gonna have bacteria inside your mouth, no matter, even if you wash your mouth. So when you wake up, some of that little bacteria is still in there, and that is why sometimes we wake up and we're like our faces are all we're swelled up, we look tired, and it's because you've been sleeping, you haven't been hydrating for one, and you've been you have that bacteria in your mouth. You've been laying still for, you've been basically dead for for 6 to 8 hours or whatever. So you want to get rid of all that bacteria, and then you can brush your teeth, and this will give you that much more of a it will give you that much more of a cleanse for your mouth. And remember, your mouth takes in a lot of stuff, a lot of some garbage and some good food. That's why it's important to feed your body good food, clean food, raw food. All right, but that's been working for me. And then the other thing I wanted to point out is, the other thing, essential oils. I like to use sandalwood. That's one of my favorite scents. I also use peppermint. But sandalwood is supposed to be really good to decalcify your pineal gland while you're sleeping. I notice that I'm in a better mood when I have essential oil. I use it in my on my air cleaner or whatever, air diffuser, and I just kind of like get in a better mood when I'm smelling that scent. And then the last thing that I wanted to put, or actually two more things. The one thing is making sure that you're drinking alkaline water every once in a while, spring water, and just drink a lot of water. But don't drink tap water because it has a lot of fluoride. Try to avoid anything with fluoride in it. Try to use a filter for your shower when you shower, because your pores, especially if you're showering with hot water, your pores will open up and you will get all that. You will feel dirtier than when you got in the shower. You might not realize it, but it's something to think about. And then the last thing, what I'm doing right now, green tea, organic green tea, really good for you for many reasons. And then honey, raw organic honey is also very good for you. Remember, you got to remember, anything that the sun creates, it basically is good for you. That's why fruits and veggies are so good for you. And honey is something that the sun creates, but also bees. It is a natural thing. Honey is so nutritious. I can't even think on top of my head all the nutrients that it has. But honey is super important. I like to put it in my green tea. It makes my tea taste better. And green tea is also very good for you. Look up all the benefits on green tea. And that is basically all. What I do want to ask you all is, what do you do to open up your third eye or your pineal gland, decalcify your pineal gland? And also, what kind of honey do you all recommend? It has to be organic. It has to be good quality for me to purchase it. So make sure to put your comments below. What kind of honey do you use? What kind of green tea, organic green tea, do you all use if you drink organic green tea? And just put on the comments below, what do you do to decalcify your pineal gland? This is Vic the Prophet. Peace.